Welcome to my video. This is about two Civil War era letters, one dated January 19th, 1864, and the other one a few days later, February 1st, 1864. And I'm going to read this letter to you, both of them, and the English is very poor. There's no punctuation, the grammar is atrocious, and I just went through and picked this thing out letter by letter, so I'll attempt this here in a second. But first of all, it's from Camp Smith, and that's outside of Nashville, Tennessee, and this is early January 1864. About at the end of December, in the middle of December, the end of 1864, there's going to be a big battle there called the Battle of Nashville, where the Confederates will lose, and it'll be a very decisive battle. And this Camp Smith is run by Andrew Jackson Smith. He was a general on the Union side. So I'll read this letter, at least my best rendition of what it says. Miss Ziegler, I have the opportunity of writing you a few lines. Mr. Cook is going home on furlough, and I thought you would like to hear from your husband. He is not here at present. The command has gone out in scout. They have been about 3 weeks. I don't know when they will come back, but I think it will be about a month. The last we heard from them, they was going to Corinth, Mississippi. Lut Hale, which I assume that's Lieutenant Hale. Let me turn it over. Lieutenant Hale, or Lut Hale, that's his abbreviation, came back on the 16th of the month on the account of bad health, and says Mr. Ziegler was well and stands the trip very well. He is acting as regimental quartermaster. There is 190 of us left here in camp. The most of them is loquacilant, I assume that means unhealthy, not able for duty. I don't know when the regiment be ordered to East Tennessee. I did hear today that all the East Tennessee regiments will be ordered back to Nashville, but I don't know the truth of this. I don't know when we'll get to come home. I want you to write to my mother if you get this letter and tell her I am well, and I have not got but one letter from her since I left, and is very bad weather on soldiers. It is the coldest winter that I have ever saw. That is the snowing now. Everything is froze up, and when have to stay in camp all the time. Give my respect to all the girls and tell them that the 4th Tennessee Cav will be there in that some of these days, and the better looking set of boys never did see. No more at present. Yours very respectfully, W.R. Ritter. I looked up this W.R. Ritter, didn't find anything about him. Some of the books I've got on Civil War, and this Ziegler, his name was Joseph Ziegler. I didn't find anything on him either. I'm sure there's some record somewhere that talks about him. So the second letter over here, this is the response that this Anna Ziegler is writing to this Mrs. Ritter. She's forwarding this letter on a few days later to give the information about her husband and her son. Okay, so it is February 1st, 1864, Philadelphia. Miss Ritter, I thought perhaps you would like to see the letter I received from your son, so I will send it by Mary at Lee. I was very glad to hear from them. It seems like they will never get home again. I will not wait much longer for Mr. Ziegler. If he will not come, I intend to go to him. He wrote to me to come if I wanted to come. Tell Mary I thought she ought to write to me. Give my respects to all the family, and also to Mrs. Kilgore and family. Tell Mrs. Kilgore to write to me. I am now what I always was. Nothing more. From your friend, Anna Ziegler. So there you have it. This is a interesting couple little letters at real life back in 1864 during Civil War. You want to learn more about these old letters and Civil War. I've included some information in the description of this video. I want to thank you for watching. If you did like it, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Thank you.